ACTV is proud to be associated with Go Global Realty.
Good day, everyone. It's Shanna Ying here for another week of Asian News. From the ACTV studios in the entertainment capital of the world to your home and anywhere on your device. Download the free app on your iPhone, iPad, or Android phone. Search for ACTV05 Media from your App Store or Play Store and watch Asian News anytime and anywhere, and share anything to all of your friends globally. And visit our website, actvus.com, for live streaming and more information. Here are this week's stories. Google will invest $550 million in the Chinese online retailer JD.com. The two companies announced recently. In return, JD.com will join the Google Shopping advertising platform and will work with the Silicon Valley company on other e-commerce projects in Europe, Southeast Asia, and the United States. While the companies did not provide details of the projects, according to a JD.com spokesman, the deal will give Google less than 1% of the Chinese retailer's shares, which trade on the Nasdaq. Google opened a research center in China dedicated to artificial intelligence and signed an agreement with Tencent, the Chinese internet conglomerate. That will allow the two businesses to work together without fear of patent lawsuits. It made an app version of its translation service available to users in China last year. More recently, it released a Chinese version of an app that helps people manage their files. JD.com, meanwhile, is apparently hoping that Google's global reach will help it sell more products internationally. The company already counts Walmart as a major shareholder. It has extended its reach into Southeast Asia, setting up a local retail business in Indonesia, partnering on an e-commerce venture in Thailand, and backing another one in Vietnam. Across the world, however, JD.com will face tough competition. Alibaba, the Chinese internet behemoth, has poured billions of dollars into its Southeast Asian shopping site, Lazada, and is strengthening its logistics capabilities in that region. Europe and the Middle East, online shopping has become part of everyday living in America, so hopefully these friendly competitions among big players will redound to the benefit of consumers like you and me. There's good news on the local front as well, especially for fashion designers in Southern Nevada. David Topaz, the only established Las Vegas-based fashion designer who represents the city in all of the major Fashion Week events in the country, recently announced that his nonprofit foundation has recently inked with a deal with the organizer of the prestigious Metropolitan Fashion Week. The Las Vegas Fashion Design Council, in cooperation with Metropolitan Fashion Week, opens a design competition for fashion designers. Winning designs will be featured in Metropolitan Fashion Week Los Angeles. If interested, call 702-868-3603 or visit LasVegasFashionDesignCouncil.org or MetropolitanFashionWeek.net. Chicago-based commodity giants Cboe and CME Group are exploring the Ethereum cryptocurrency with a $49.6 billion market value in a number of different ways. While Ethereum futures contracts that let owners bet for and against the cryptocurrency are already trading in the UK. Doubts about whether the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission would classify Ethereum as a security was a concern to both exchanges and to many others in the industry. Both Cboe and CME Group have been trading Bitcoin futures since last year, following guidance that classified Bitcoin as a commodity and left it squarely in the Chicago Giants' domain. But with the distinct chance that either, which had early on been purchased by a relatively small group of people, might be deemed a security, the companies were among countless others that were slowly building related products in the background. while waiting for additional clarity. Then, on stage recently, SEC Director William Heyman spoke 10 magic words that brought that clarity and have sent much of the cryptocurrency world into a tizzy. He said, "Current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions." Cboe President Chris told Forbes that the moment he and his team had been waiting for had finally happened, and it was time to act. Are you interested to learn to speak Korean? Join the Korean language meetup group at the second floor of the UNLV Student Union building on the 27th of June from 6:30 to 8 p.m. How about Chinese Mandarin? Yes, just come to the Asian Culture Center every Friday, 4 to 6 p.m., located at 333 South 6th Street. Visit ACCLV.org for more information about free classes every week. Asian News, with the Asian Culture Alliance, reaches out to all the Asian nations represented in our community that they be part of our cultural and social revolution. Please email us at community@actvlv.com or call 702-979-1388 for more information. Don't go away. Asian News will be right back.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor.
Hello, this is Antonio Carnota. I am a songwriter from Galicia, Spain, and I would love to invite you every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. to the most beautiful Colombian restaurant Oiga, Mire y Vea on Sahara Indicator here in Las Vegas. Come and enjoy a romantic evening with me, my songs, my piano, and your presence. I wait for you.
Sabor a mí.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
Hello, my name is Rory.
And my name is Tanya. And as a couple, we have been enjoying our life of travel and fine wines for decades now.
We are both lovers of fine wine, and we revolve our life together and our successes around the gift of fine wine.
We have something to share with everyone. Fine wines at cheap wine pricing. We have a way to share the love of wine and the joy of wine as a couple can share together.
You pick red, white, or some of each, and we make sure you get fantastic wines each and every month. Plus, get a wine note sheet on each and every wine describing the wine, the grapes, the origins of these premium fine wines, and what I find most important, what foods to pair with each wine.
Allowing you to become more and more educated about both the wine and their perfect food pairings. With our special Wine of the Month program, you will never pay retail again. These premium fine wines retail for several times the price you get as a member. Our pricing is so low that we are unable to show you the bottles or the vineyards these excellent wines come from.
Go to the website below, click on Fine Wines, and become a member for free today. And taste the best fine premium wines from around the world at ridiculous savings.
This segment is brought to you by Be Asian TV,
Good day, everyone. I'm happy to welcome you to this week's edition of Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon, right here on Asian News. Today, we're going to talk about what happens when a person enters the United States with a fake passport. The following is a question posed by one of our viewers, Nora. Hello, Ms. Calderon. My name is Nora, and I'm a U.S. citizen. I've been married to my husband, James, who was born in the Philippines. James originally came to the United States by car through Buffalo, New York, in the year 2000. He still had a Philippine passport at that time and didn't have a visa to enter the United States. So what he did, he borrowed the Canadian passport of his friend and pretended that it was him. Fortunately for him at that time, the Border Patrol agent just looked at the Canadian passport and allowed him to enter. Since then, James has not left the United States. We've been married for 15 years, but we have not fixed his papers yet. We're worried that he might get deported from the United States. We're both now in our 50s, and we cannot bear the thought of him being deported. We have a 15-year-old U.S. citizen son who has special needs. Can you please advise us on what to do next? This is indeed a very tricky situation James and Nora are in. Nora, as a U.S. citizen, can file a petition for James, who is her husband. To do so, she needs to prove that she is a U.S. citizen and that they are both in a good faith, valid marriage. But the more important question is whether James is eligible to adjust his status so that he can get permanent resident status in the United States. There are many important issues that James and Nora will need to address to get James's green card. But the two important ones that I must mention are the following. First, remember that to adjust status, a person must have been lawfully admitted to the United States. Here, it appears that James lawfully entered the United States because he was inspected by a Border Patrol agent when he entered. He showed his passport to the officer, even if it wasn't his, and he was allowed to enter the U.S. During his green card interview, James might be required to produce that Canadian passport that he used, statements of witnesses who knew about his entry to the U.S., proof that he was in Canada at the time, and similar other facts to prove that he really entered the United States according to the manner he says he entered. The second important issue that we need to consider is that immigration fraud or misrepresentation of a material fact makes James inadmissible or not eligible for a green card. By using the passport of another person and misrepresenting himself to be a Canadian citizen to avoid the visa requirements for Filipinos, James is guilty of fraud or misrepresentation. So in order to get his green card, he needs to ask for some sort of forgiveness from the government by asking for a waiver of the fraud. In this case, if James can establish that Nora and their 15-year-old son will suffer severe and extreme hardship, if he is not granted a green card, then the government may grant such a waiver. So, in addition to Nora's immigrant visa petition for her husband and James's I-485 application for adjustment of status, James will also be required to file a form called I-601 waiver application to waive his fraud in entering the United States so that he can get his green card. There you have it, Nora. I hope that we have addressed your questions and that our viewers have learned something new today. To our dear viewers, if you have immigration questions, feel free to call us at 866-936-2404 or email us at asian.news@vasiantv.com. I'll do my very best to answer them right here on Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Same time, same channel. Attorney Visha Calderon at your service.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 now.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的 Henry 公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Leonardo Dorescu for Go Global Realty.
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
Gentleman number 1, gentleman number 2, gentleman number 3. Sir, the internet is down. Oh, no, not again.
No, where's our backup internet?
Look! Our backup internet saved the day. Thanks, LV.net.
Remember, the best place for backup internet is LV.net.
Be your office's superhero and secure your business with backup internet today. Call LV.net at 702-9000.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Of Maya Angelou, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. In my segment, I'd like to take you on a journey to discover all those fun, exciting things we're missing in our day-to-day living. Welcome to Life with Style, and I'm your host, Shannon Yang. Today, I'm very honestly invited two ladies, actually a lady and a gentleman from the Mace Corporation to talk about everything about baby bottles, because we actually barely put thoughts into baby bottles, but then today we're going to see something different about baby bottles today. And welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
John and Helen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Helen, can you tell me a little bit more about your company as well as John? You know, just tell me what is Mace Corporation and where is it founded and the history of the corporation.
The Mace Corporation founded 2014 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, we are started 2015, so just have some idea put together about new invention, make life easier, make a baby happier. So our inventor
make a baby happier. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
So our inventor get the idea how to make our baby bottle leak resistant, and make invent a hands-free holder, parents hands-free to feed the baby.
So John, is this company founded in Las Vegas?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
2014.
And you guys started to be partners?
We were the first investors in the company.
Okay. And then just start growing.
Yeah, and we came into the company because we want to make the products for babies easier for the family and better for the baby.
And was the idea about making it leak-proof started from the first?
I'd like to explain something.
Yes.
I have a sample here of a generic baby bottle. And all baby bottles do two things. They will feed your baby, and then they will leak on your baby, like that.
Because when you turn upside down.
They're all designed the same. The original patent for the baby bottle, as we know it, came out in the early 1900s, around 1918. And they've made them bigger, smaller, fatter, taller.
But no matter what, you just can't.
Still do that on the baby. So what you've seen a baby where they've got wet shirts, that was the original reason we decided this needs to happen.
And now I know that's water in there, but think about if it's milk and then it goes
nasty.
everywhere. Yeah.
Right. Now this is what we've created. Now it has a hole and it will leak. And it's the only bottle in the world that's interactive with the baby. The baby makes it work. And it also creates the size of the hole. How much they're sucking on the nipple and nursing on the nipple will determine how large the hole becomes.
So there are different nipple sizes for the hole.
Just one size for
ours is one size fits all.
To order.
Okay.
But when the baby's not nursing, ours does that. Now, yes, it has a hole and it will leak when the baby's drawing fluid, okay? But then you can't make it leak after that.
Oh,
it's the only dry nipple.
So only when they really suck on it, and then it's going to come out.
It's interactive with the baby. The baby makes the bottle work. And everything else, if you take it out of the baby's mouth, it's still going to drip.
Okay.
If you take this one out of the baby's mouth, it's not going to drip.
I mean, obviously you have a lot of passion for a product.
I'm really passionate about
my
it.
question was, you know, for the bottle itself, like, did you have the idea from the beginning when you actually founded the company that you want to make a bottle like this, or did it just start from, you know, we want to make something that's good for the baby, and then you start with the idea, and after research and everything, you start coming up with the ideas?
That's a very good point, because when we started this, it was just about keeping a baby dry. And I happened to show it to one doctor in Las Vegas. I don't have his permission to use his name, so I'll leave that. But when I showed it to him, he said, "You have no idea what you just created." And then he explained to me about a bottle leaking outside on a shirt is a good thing. If the baby is in the mouth of the child when the baby falls asleep, it can continue leaking inside of them, causing medical problems. That's when I really got into this, because not only is it going to stop wet shirts, it's going to stop babies from having bad teeth, inner ear infections, and in some cases death.
Choke. And I believe, you know, it also saves mom a lot of worries too. They don't have to worry about, okay, what if, you know, what if this, what if that. And talk about that, John, like, I'm just curious, you know, what brought you into the baby product industry? I mean, you obviously, you know, you're a guy, right? And you know, and you're not a baby. I mean, like, I'm really like intrigued.
That's a good story. My last business, I bought and sold jet airplanes and jet engines.
Oh yes, so here you go.
So I went from jet engines to developing a baby bottle that will not leak on or in the baby. And it's because of, you know, a little bit because of my engineering stuff. But the invention came from our senior partner. His name is Eddie Clories, and then I helped him do the finishing touches on the nipple. But it was all his ideas that this whole thing came about. We invested in that literally from a drawing on a paper napkin that he drew out his ideas for the holder and for the bottle, for no leak. And then we joined forces, and now we've created this wonderful little company. Now also, and I'm jumping way ahead, we're going to be a publicly traded company as well.
And that's going to be happening in how many years? Do you have a vision for that?
All the paperwork is, I'm sorry to do all the answering here, but all the paperwork is finished, okay? We're waiting for the right moment in time for us to make the final decision to merge the two companies.
We already put a public company, and now the company is added, and when finished added, and we can merge in any time.
And then, you know, it will start actually roll from there.
Because it's such a wonderful product, we decided it has to go public.
And so does it have a lot of consumers now?
Not yet. We're just now making the introduction. We're just putting together the first few containers of the product to ship out to the various countries who are ordering it.
I see. And then you probably are going to partner up with a lot of big retailers. You know, about
within 2 years, this will be in every retail store that all the other bottles are in.
And will it also be available to be purchased through the internet?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I see.
Now we have a gentleman
also
over
you
here on the side who
to
can answer
order
those questions.
our website macebaby.com. You can order
macebaby.com.
Yes.
Okay, and you know, just I mean, just out of my curiosity,
of course.
Besides the baby bottle itself, you know, because when people talk about baby bottles, they don't just talk about the nipple leaking. They also talk about the washing of the bottle, and also talk about, you know, whether or not it has airflows, nice airflows into it. So was this also being well thought into the designing?
Funny you should ask that question.
Well, because I did a lot of research.
Because I have the answers for you.
Yeah, okay, cool.
In the middle of the night, and the baby's crying, needs to be fed, this bottle is difficult to open, and you have to turn and turn and turn to get it off, okay? And at 3 o'clock in the morning, you got a baby crying, you want to get this thing loaded and fed.
Easily.
And then ours has a quick release, 120-degree turn. Off and back on. Okay, and then the cap, which is not here, the cover.
Cover is here.
Okay, and that's a different color one, but it's got a quick release cap also.
Okay.
So there's other things built into this, not just that.
To make it easy.
Right, and then we designed this with the flare, so because we have the bottle holder, so it couldn't slide through. It turns out that it's more stable because of the flared bottle.
Flared bottle.
So all these great innovative things are coming into one product.
Okay, and this plastic and all the materials and the bottle itself is made in the United States.
Yes.
The bottle is made in the United States. All the product that goes into the bottle is the same as every other bottle. We did not change the material. We only changed the delivery system. So now we have this that will never hurt your baby.
Will never hurt your baby
Right.
and never going to make
And
a
with
mess.
the holder setup, you have to use our bottle. We do not condone or
So the holder only goes with the bottle itself.
you have to use a bottle that does not leak.
Yeah,
Because if
otherwise,
otherwise
seen
it's
it
just
right
going to be a
here.
continuous mess. So recommendation now and forever in the future, as long as I'm alive, don't use this without this.
I see.
Okay, you have to have
So
a
this
bottle
is design.
that
It's
will
like
not
Monopoly.
leak.
Like you have to use this holder with the bottle
You,
itself.
you get me
It kind of
going, I'm
comes in
passionate
set.
about this. I
see.
mean, I live this. This is my life.
Okay.
Your
and-
turn, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so Helen, how did you, what were you doing in your earlier life and how did you get into this field?
I was always in the business, so in China.
In the baby products?
No, it's different product. It's like ink business. I family own ink business in
Ink
China.
business.
I was in charge of the sales of the sale, the China sales. So after I moved to United States, also I went to college for study accounting and work for aviation company about 10 years for the CFO and accounting department.
Okay, and then.
So give me a lot of experience.
And then decided to do something different?
Yeah, just happened to or our partner want to do something for good, for easy for babies.
Yeah, so because
yeah.
we always want to highlight very strong female entrepreneurs, and I think do you think you can be called one of those?
I can answer that.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. She is
Yeah.
a very strong Chinese lady
And
and a
what's-
business venture leader.
Well, and what is
Thank
her
you.
role in the business? What is her role in the business?
She's the chief executive officer of Mays Corporation.
I see. And usually, what is your duties?
I do little bit of everything.
A little bit of
everything,
everything.
anything. Yeah.
Everything that people don't want to do. And
No,
you're
she's
doing.
hard to get
Everything.
to get. You gotta sign that. You gotta sign that. She wants to do it all because she wants
Yeah.
to be.
Make sure everything was done perfectly.
I help
Exactly.
the design also, help the
Right.
design, help the packaging, help the engineering, help the accounting part, little bit everything.
So can you give the audience a piece of word of advice, especially to the females who is trying to become an entrepreneur herself? Just kind of maybe give some words to them, and if there is anything you would like to say.
Yeah, just try and work hard. Finally, you'll get what you want. Don't be afraid before and get up and work again. So
Thank you very
thank
much.
you
for
very
being here,
much
Helen.
to have us.
It's a pleasure
Yeah.
talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Again, don't forget to write to me about your thoughts for the show, or if there's a place you'd like to see in this town, or if you think your business is a real highlight of Vegas life. Again, thank you for watching Shannon's Life with Style. Asian News will be right back.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance,
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是伟盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳宁地产的。我们公司是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
Times are changing. There is new technology out there called the blockchain. This new way of handling databases and transactions is changing our world for the better. My name is Rory, and I am an online marketing educator and trainer in new blockchain technologies. I want to personally share with you a way to travel where you can be a part of the future. And the future of travel is Exceltrip. Exceltrip is a unique, decentralized travel ecosystem that is designed to completely remove layers of overhead costs. These savings go right to you, the client. We are growing a travel ecosystem that allows for all of us to book travel at the best prices. With the reduced cost to bring these travel experiences and memories to you, you can simply afford to do more with Exceltrip. And for the hotels, car rental companies, cruises, airlines, and basically everything travel related to be part of this, simply go to our site and get added into the fast-growing travel ecosystem, making things better, more affordable, and more attainable for all. We are part of a process that will save the travel partners up to 25% in their costs, and those savings go to making our costs as travelers even better. Go to the website below and go to Exceltrip and get set up for free and get access to savings on travel. Times are changing, and just like the internet changed the way we travel, the Exceltrip blockchain is going to change it even more, offering huge cost savings for both the traveler and the properties and travel partners. If you have rooms to rent, are a hotel, big or small, rental car company, go to the website below and find out how our growing global ecosystem can let you connect and break free from the middlemen and fees that will keep you from being competitive to the traveler. And again, if you are a traveler just like me, you want to get set up to have access to the best prices, for the best places, for the best experiences. Simply go to the website below and click on Exceltrip today.
TV on Asian News is brought to you by the Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center.
Hello, this is Doc Mike for Film TV on Asian News. Another busy week of covering and announcing various film events here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Los Angeles, California, and global scene. Also highlighted in the 120th Philippine Independence Celebration in Los Angeles, hosted by Consul General Adelio Angelito S. Cruz and his wife Catherine Cruz, with the attendance of the Honorable Philippine Senator Nancy Binay. The celebration was highlighted by the impressive rendition of Lupang Hinirang and Star-Spangled Banner by Miss Geneva Cruz, Mr. Jello Francisco, and the powerful duet of Miss Annie Nepomuceno and Mr. Sal Malaki. And the night was highlighted also with the presentation of the private collection of the renowned fashion designer, Mr. David Tupas. Congratulations to the officers and staff of the Philippine Consulate General in Los Angeles. Great celebration, Consul. Any final message?
For our kababayans, especially in Texas,
Las Vegas.
And Las Vegas, I'm sorry. All right, wag lang po natin kalimutan ang dahilan kung bakit tayo nandito ngayon. Please let us not forget the reason why we are here, the reason why we are free. Let's not forget the sacrifices of our forefathers. Let us support our current president. We have so many things going on for the country. everything's improving, especially the economy. We're getting rid of crime and corruption. So let's support the president 100%. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, I have the honor to introduce the Honorable Senator of the Philippines, Nancy Binay. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So what's your message of Philippine independence, especially to the Phil American?
Well, first, I want to greet everybody, our fellow Filipinas 120th Filipino Independence Day. I hope this day will be a reminder for all of us to be heroes also. It's time to give back to our country.
Wow, thank you very much and welcome here in the U.S. Marami pong salamat. Thank you. Once again, this is Doc Mike from Philam TV on Asian News. Salamat po. Thank you. Also, congratulations to a very successful 120th Philippine Independence Day Passion Show of David Tupas, held at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Los Angeles. Thank you, Andy Edrelin of Ace Media, for the video. Last June 17, the Knights of Rizal of Nevada celebrated the 157th birthday of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, at the Krung Thai restaurant. The Order of the Knights of Rizal is a civic and patriotic organization recognized by law as an instrumentality by which the teaching of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, may be propagated among the Filipino people and others who may believe in his teachings to the end that they may emulate and follow his example. Aside from its being a civic and patriotic organization, it is also a cultural, non-sectarian, non-partisan, and non-racial.
We have a big Knights of Rizal in that area. The same thing with Sir Karim here with me. He came from Germany. They have that big organization in Europe. Jose Rizal, this Knights of Rizal was founded in December 1911 in the Philippines. So it's not new to everybody. It became what do you call it, under incorporated on December 16th of 2016, and it was became a Philippine, what do you call it, national Republic of 646 in December of ever since then, it grows from different members around the world, from Europe, another part of the world.
And on our birthday corner, happy 80th birthday to one of the Las Vegas and New York community leader, Tita Luz Sapin Mecabalo. May your 80th birthday be filled with family and friends, magical moments, wonderful memories, and laughter. And on our wedding anniversary corner, happy Selber wedding anniversary to my friends, Ramir and Berani Navarro. Hope you enjoyed this week's edition of PLM News. At this point, I would like to thank first my sponsor, the Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center. See you again next week. Doc Michael Santajuana at your service. Mabuhay!
PLM TV on Asian News was brought to you by the Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor.
Hello, this is Antonio Carnota. I am a songwriter from Galicia, Spain, and I would love to invite you every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. to the most beautiful Colombian restaurant, Oiga, Mire y Vea, on Sahara Indicator here in Las Vegas. Come and enjoy a romantic evening with me, my songs, my piano, and your presence. I wait for you.
Sabor a mí.
Gentleman number 3. Sir, the internet is down. Oh no, not again.
No, where's our backup internet?
Look! Our backup internet saved the day. Thanks, LV.net.
Remember, the best place for backup internet is LV.net.
Be your office's superhero and secure your business with backup internet today. Call LV.net at 702-9000.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello, this is Pam Phan for Vietnam TV on Asian News. This week I'm proud to announce a Vietnamese community event here in Las Vegas. Every year under the shining full moon on the 15th of August, the sounds of boisterous laughter and upbeat music cheer up the atmosphere from the urban city to the countryside area in Vietnam. At this time, tumultuous crowd of people inch their way all around the streets or neighborhood to feel the breeze of the Tết Trung Thu or the Mid-Autumn Festival. Tết Trung Thu is considered to be another Children's Day in Vietnam, as the main purpose of celebration is for the children, with the aim of bringing happiness and joy to the kids through traditional custom. All the activities in this occasion focus on folk dancing, singing, or games. Here are some popular ones. Enjoying the moonlight with a piece of mooncake and a sip of green tea is an indispensable tradition. Vietnam also shares mooncake as a symbolic dish like other countries. In the early days, there are only two traditional kinds, including bánh nướng, baked mooncake, and bánh dẻo, sticky rice mooncake, separated by the different crust. The filling of two kinds can be saved with mostly jam, dry sauces, lotus seed, and watermelon seed. American Vietnamese Chamber of Commerce of Las Vegas will be the host for the Tết Trung Thu this year at the Desert Breeze Park. The time and date will soon be announced. Thank you for watching Vietnam TV on Asian News. If you have any events you wish to share with our local and global audience, please contact me at 702-461-4263. I am Pam Phan at your service. Pam Phan xin kính chào quý vị.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
With the many recent changes and focus on immigration law, now more than ever is the time to seek the help you need from an attorney you can trust. As an immigrant myself, I know the many difficulties and hardships involved in immigrating to this great country. With more than 10 years of experience in handling immigration cases, our firm can provide the necessary answers and solutions to your needs. Call Calderon Law today so we can work together to help you get the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
This is Melody Mojica on another segment of Home Sweet Home, and my guest today is a multi-talented business owner who was also named Business Person of the Year in the City of Henderson, Mr. Christopher Vito. Let's welcome him. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Vito.
Thank you for the invitation. I always appreciate your calls.
You're very, very welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I know you're very, very busy with so many different businesses. Today, I know you're here on the set. You're going to give us an insight in regards to what's happening in the healthcare industry here in Las Vegas. So what's that all about?
Well, thank you for asking me that. I think there's a clear evolution of what's happening to our healthcare industry, with regards to hospitalization, taking care of seniors and the elderly, and even long-term care. During the past probably 15 to 25 years, there has been a clear trend with regards to minimizing hospitalization or minimizing institutional care.
Okay.
Why? Because it's expensive. So I think you see the trend of the state and federal governments showing that they want to find the most cost-effective care for the citizens out there. And so about 15, 20, 25 years ago, even 30, seasoned healthcare people were seeing that this was coming. It's because healthcare is expensive.
It is. Yes.
So what we're seeing now is minimizing institutional care, and maybe going more to the community-based services. So community-based services is basically trying to age in place, trying to keep families together, because they fare better when they're close to their families rather than being institutionalized, and whether it be a nursing home or some type of long-term care.
Okay, what do you mean by community-based? What do you mean by that in terms of, for our audience that have no idea, what is community-based?
That's a very good question. Community-based services are services that basically are given within the home setting. That within the home setting, within the community, and again, the objective is to try to have them age in place, have them try to recover in their homes.
Okay.
Not only because it is cost effective, but it's also good for the rehabilitation or the recovery of that particular patient.
That's right.
So community-based services can be home health. Can be adult daycare, can be hospice care, PCA, personal care assistant care. Those type of things are community-based services.
Right. Yeah, it's very costly to be in the hospital, and I know a lot of times when they go into a hospital and then they are discharged,
yes,
when they come back to the hospital, I think the hospital gets penalized, or there's something that happens with the hospital where it's really not looked at as a safe discharge in the beginning. So
that's correct.
That's what's happening.
They call that return to acute.
Yes.
They monitor the return to acute, and what's happening right now is the federal government is actually penalizing you if you don't give quality care. So like for example in the hospitals, if you're admitted for pneumonia, and theoretically, let's say I'm going to just throw out a number, 10 days of care, which is very long.
Yes.
So the federal government will pay you 10 days of care in a hospital, and make sure when you discharge this patient that they will recover well, and they won't come back to the hospital.
Right.
Well, if the patient stays there for all 10 days, the margins of the hospital will probably be minimized. However, if you can take care of this patient well and discharge within 5 days, the hospital keeps much more of a margin. But they have to make sure it's a safe discharge,
right,
and a permanent discharge where they can recover well
Yeah.
at home. So.
Yeah. How, you said trend, we're talking about trends of the healthcare industry as far as you mentioned long-term care insurance out there.
Correct.
I know in the past it was very affordable for many of those in the early ages to get them.
Right.
What are you seeing now with the younger individuals getting older? Are you seeing anything like that where they're even available at all?
I think, long-term insurance came about, again, 15, 20, 25 years ago. People didn't think that it was necessary because it was an added expense.
Yes.
But clearly they're seeing a trend of living longer.
Yes.
The thing that people do realize, we all realize that we're living longer. The common misconception is as you live longer, you actually get poorer. Because you minimize, there's no cash flow except for Social Security. You're not earning any income. So as you get older, you actually get poorer, and it's really unfortunate. But that's how everything's evolving. Now, long-term care insurance back then may not have been attractive, but it's being much more attractive now.
Yes, and very costly.
And very much more costly
and
now,
not as
because
smart.
they're buying it at 65, 70 years old.
Yes,
when you should maybe actually buy it when you're 30 or 40 years old.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And even now, I think with long-term care type of insurances, from what I'm hearing, it has more of a limit than they were providing before, or giving the benefits. The benefits were much greater before, where there was no limit. I think now they cap it out to about 3 years or so, something to that extent. How do you think the healthcare industry and the trend of the healthcare is impacting the Asian community?
Right. That's again a terrific question, because, I think what I'm seeing, from my vantage point is because of the Asian culture, even because of the Hispanic cultures, they were raised to take care of their elderly, respect their elderly, seek direction and wisdom from their elderly. And so I think it is to the advantage of the Asian culture that that the care of their senior or elderly loved one would be an advantage. Now, however, the traditional Asians would say, because only I can take care of my husband, no one else can take care of them. And the clear example is my aunt and uncle in Canada. My uncle developed Alzheimer's, and I think he had Alzheimer's for about 8, almost 10 years. And my aunt, who they were been married for over 60, 65 years, would say, I don't need any help. I will take care of them myself. And this is where it's an unfortunate disadvantage where the culture comes into place, because what happened was my aunt actually passed away before my uncle did.
Oh boy, yes.
Because they were stressed so much.
Yeah, very, very stressful. Absolutely, and you hear that a lot. Not many people think that, but the person with Alzheimer's forgets.
Yes.
What they did or what happened, and the other person, the caregiver, ends up taking all of the stress upon them, and also the burden of that. It's a very stressful situation.
Yes. So I think what we need to educate, the Asian population now, because of their culture, is that it's okay.
Yes.
Ask for help.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with asking for help.
That's right.
And because we care, I think healthcare professionals now, at least the majority of them, do care, and they do give quality care.
That's right.
So I think for the traditional Asians out there, I think we have to tell them that it's okay. It's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get some assistance, not only for your loved one, but for yourself.
That's absolutely
for yourself.
For yourself.
For yourself, exactly.
Yes,
and I think sometimes a lot of traditional Asians, traditional Hispanics, feel that no one else can take care of my mom except me.
Yeah.
And what happens is it's kind of an indirect effect and burden.
Not guilt, or they feel
guilt and they end up getting sick or even passing away before their loved one does. So I think we need to need to educate them about
absolutely. That. Mr. Vito, thank you so much for being here on the show. I really appreciate all your time and for giving us that insight.
Yeah, absolutely. You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Well, there it is. So for you Asians out there that are living in Las Vegas, there are so many different types of help that you can get, from home health to physical therapy, anything at all, from private care assistance directly at your home. So don't be scared to ask, because you don't want to put that burden on you, and there's just so many things that you can reach out to. This is Melody Mojica for Home Sweet Home. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor.
Hello, this is Antonio Carnota. I am a songwriter from Galicia, Spain, and I would love to invite you every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. to the most beautiful Colombian restaurant, Oiga, Mire y Vea, on Sahara Indicator here in Las Vegas. Come and enjoy a romantic evening with me. My songs, my piano, and your presence. I wait for you.
Sabor a mí.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify, a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377. This segment is brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Hello everyone, I'm Esmeralda Padilla Gold and welcome to Vegas Vibes. On Vegas Vibes, I'll be featuring amazingly talented people from many walks of life who contribute to making Las Vegas a unique global brand. And on that note, here with us today, we have Mr. Roy Hamilton Jr., a singer-songwriter and a star. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm delighted to have you. Thank you for your time. Well, I guess we can start off from where you came from.
Yes.
Your father is the late, legendary Roy Hamilton Sr.
Yes.
Right? And I'm sure he has a great influence on you.
Mm-hmm.
And were there any of your father's specific accomplishments which shaped you to who or where you are today?
Oh, most definitely. Well, his influences on me was very pronounced. When I first realized that he was a singer and he was a movie star.
How old were you when you realized, oh my God, my father is a star? I saw some pictures of him with Elvis Presley.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
Like 4 years old, and I was in school, and when you were kids, you're just there. But then one of my friends came up and said, "Your dad's a movie star." Like, wow.
Oh, he did movies as well?
Yeah, he did 2 movies.
Oh, wow.
Yes, also called Let's Rock on Columbian Pictures.
And your father was the original singer of Unchained Melody, which was popularized by Righteous Brothers, of course, as we all know.
Absolutely.
And You'll Never Walk Alone.
That's right. That's his first hit in 1954. It was recorded under Epic Records, and he got his first start. Actually, he was the first artist, well, one of the first artists on Epic Records, which is now Sony. Everybody knows it's Sony. So it was very, very a good time for him that his manager, Bill Cook, introduced him to the people up in Columbia, which is the subsidiary of Epic Records. So that's how it started, and he recorded You'll Never Walk Alone, which is his first one, and then the other side was Ebb Tide, which is another very big, very successful hit for him. And then he just went on. His influence on me is just amazing, because I used to sit by the record player and listen to all of his music. And,
at the age of 4?
Well, yeah, 5 and 6. Yeah, as I went along, And they let me listen to the music, and I really enjoyed hearing my dad. So he was like my biggest and greatest influence of music.
Well, is that so you can say that ever since you were a child, that's something you want to be a part of, or
yes,
what you wanted to do? Just exactly to be like your dad.
Yes. So being here in Las Vegas is a great opportunity, for me to
Are you originally from here?
Not
from
originally.
Las Vegas?
Actually, I was born in New York.
Mm-hmm.
New York people out there, hey, And I grew up mainly. We moved around a lot after a while. We stayed in New Rochelle, New York. That was where we were, And my dad, we traveled around with him quite a bit.
So what made you come to Las Vegas?
Well, I came for the music,
for obvious reasons, it's because it's so accessible to venues and shows.
Entertainment capital of the world.
Yes.
So it's so many venues here that respect the live music, and I just wanted to be a part of it. So we decided to move here.
And you're a singer-songwriter, and you have shows in town.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do have a few shows here that we're working on. The biggest one is right here in Las Vegas. It's going to be July 20th. It's going to be the 49th anniversary of my dad's passing.
Big tribute, yes.
The big tribute. So we're going to have a 17-piece big band orchestra. It's going to be featured with all my father's original charts, and it's going to be with Bruce Harper Orchestra.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow.
Yes. So and it's going to be at the Ron DeCar's Event Center.
So don't miss that. That's on
on the Las Vegas Strip. It's going to be 1206 Las Vegas Boulevard.
From what time?
It's going to be start from 5:30. Seating starts at 5:30, and the show starts at 7.
Amazing. Let's talk about you. What would you like to accomplish in your music career? Where do you see yourself going?
Well, I'd like to continue.
Because I know you have, since you're a singer-songwriter, you have composed a beautiful song for your lovely wife, and it's called 1,000 Ways to Love You.
Yeah, 1,000 Ways to Love You.
How did you come up with that? Well, for obvious reasons again, because you have a very lovely wife and you're very in love, and it's so easy to create something like that from her heart. So yeah, tell us more about that.
It's like 1,000 ways. When you want to listen to one you love, and you want to like show how much you appreciate and love that person. So you want to give them many ways. So one of the ways was to writing a song about.
How did she react on that song?
She loved it.
She loved. I bet she did.
Yeah.
And how long have you been married?
We've been married 39 years.
What's the secret to that? I can hear her in the background. She takes care of you. She's always there, right?
Yeah, she's always there.
Each and every performances you have.
That's right.
So that's really something. You have a keeper there.
Right.
Yeah, no wonder it lasted. I mean, it's lasting.
Yeah.
Right?
It's one half,
39 years.
She's my other half. And yeah, we work together as a team, and we produce the show together. She does the announcing, and, I do the singing. It's really fun, to be able to accomplish, such a great, honor, for our dad. I'm just one of 7 of siblings.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Do they all sing as well?
No.
Your 6 siblings? Oh no.
No, they don't.
Just you?
Yeah. Just
oh
me.
wow! And you carry your father's legacy, his name.
Yes. So. It's really great to
Couldn't
just
be even more perfect than that.
Yes, it is. It's really, it's destiny, because when I was born very premature actually. So it was just a miracle that I'm even here, And after that, it just, we just worked, and I continue to build on, what, Dad accomplished, which is a strong legacy.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I have mentioned earlier that I saw a picture of your dad with Elvis Presley. Mm-hmm. Do you already kind of recognize that, oh my God, my father is with a big star?
Right.
So who are the other influence, or he has influence,
Mm-hmm.
he had influence in his lifetime?
Well, Elvis Presley was, they were good friends. And my dad actually coached Elvis, with his vocal training.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he helped
he was
to
also
train
a coach,
Elvis,
a vocal
coach for Elvis, and they worked together in the studio. And Elvis actually gave my dad a song down in Chips Morman Studios, and then he thought that my dad would be able to sing it better than he could.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
I've been.
And the song was called Angelica.
Wow!
Yeah.
I've been to his house in Memphis.
Yes, that's too.
In Graceland.
Beautiful home.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad was actually one of the first people actually to even go upstairs and tour the whole house, and very few people got a chance to do that.
I wish we have more time, but for my last question, before I let you plug your shows, what pieces of advice or word of wisdom would you like to impart to all our global audience who would like to do what you do?
Wow, there's so many talented people here in Las Vegas and here in the world, and I would just tell each and every one of you, just keep going, keep doing, keep, no matter what, because it's a lot of challenges and sometimes hardships, but you got to keep going. And you have a dream that you want to accomplish, to continue to follow it, and you'll succeed. But don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep going. And also, you remember, You'll Never Walk Alone, which was my dad's greatest hit. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. It's such a delight to have you.
Thank
you for your time again, and I wish you good luck to all your endeavors.
Thank you.
And please invite all our friends to watch your upcoming show.
Great. Okay. It's going to be at Ron DeCar's Event Center right here in Las Vegas. It's going to be July 20th, 7 o'clock, right here on 1206 Las Vegas Boulevard. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite. And also, you can know more about Roy Hamilton at royhamilton.net.
Thank you, Mr. Roy Hamilton Jr.
It's such a pleasure. Thank you.
Take care. I would like to thank Anna Stewart Billings of Anne Fontaine for my wardrobe today. They are located at the Forum Shops inside Caesars Palace. I'm Esmeralda Padilla Gold. Catch me again next time as I feature another amazing personality here on Vegas Vibes.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的 Henry 公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs. Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的 Henry 公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
This segment is brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Hi everyone, Sabaidi. My name is DJ Miss Joy and I'm your host today for Lao MTV. We have our special guest today, Dr. Adelina and TC Vongpaya.
Sabaidi.
Sabaidi. Thank you so much for being here on the show today. I love this pen that you all gave me, the National Financial Literacy Campaign. Please tell me about how you came across this campaign and what your mission is.
Well, back 5 years ago, we were really looking for, how to secure ourselves, how to plan for our future, as well as the future of our children going to college. That's when we were seeking the information, how do we learn for ourselves? And that's how we came across this organization, and we've learned so much in the 5 years.
How many kids do you have and what are their ages?
We have 3 kids. Dahlia is 19, Calvin is 16, and Sky is 13.
Awesome, awesome. What a great time to reach out to a community like the National Financial Literacy Campaign and find out what you need for your family specifically. You had mentioned to me in the green room that your daughter is now going to Reno State. Can you tell me a little bit about that program that she was able to achieve through the National Financial Literacy Campaign?
It's really the college planning program, college coaching program. So there are programs out there that help guide children at the high school level to really plan for what they want to do in life, the correct college, the correct career path, and the correct funding.
That's awesome.
So she
Great.
ended up at Reno right now, university, and studying business.
Oh, awesome. Is it like a scholarship program or something of that sort?
Between scholarships and grants, it totally covered all of her schooling, all of it.
That's awesome. I feel like a lot of parents need that today. Is the financial literacy campaign for people outside of going to college, like kids and stuff? Do you offer anything else?
Yes. We plan for just about all ages, especially, you know, we are in the sandwich generation.
What is the sandwich generation?
So that's taking care of kids as well as parents.
Oh, yes.
So,
and ourselves.
And
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah, I see. I see.
So we're planning, you know, to take care of the kids, but also how do we plan for our own future, our retirement, and also help our parents at the same time.
Wow.
So we help all ages in terms of what is somebody's financial goal and how do you get there.
Okay. So, Dr. Ada, I assume that you've done something in the medical field. How did you come across doing personal finance versus your title, Dr. Ada, which I know you as?
So my background is I got my Doctor of Pharmacy degree back 20-some years ago.
Okay.
And I've practiced pharmacy for close to 20 years. But I was, doing okay, but I was lacking the financial knowledge. That's what I was really looking for, to learn for myself.
Yes.
So that's what really brought me here.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And TC, did you graduate in college, or did you go that route as well? If so, can you tell our viewers a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, sir. I went to University of Iowa in 1986, and my major was economics. And from there, after that, I opened my own business. So I have always been entrepreneur from the get-go. But even though with my wealth of knowledge about finance and whatnot, when I came to this organization, I didn't realize I was really lack of knowledge. So further that, coming here to learn, I realized not only I can help myself and my family, but I can also help others as well.
Yes.
And there's a great need out there. What we learn here is it should be well known to everyone, but only a few people that know how to take care of themselves.
That's awesome. So I feel like you're bringing the industry of finance to every household.
Correct. Because in the old industry, we call the old industry, meaning how the finance was really educated is when you go to a financial advisor. No, he or she does a great job advising about the wealth. And then all of a sudden, the next person you go see about insurance, he or she might educate you about insurance. But you go see somebody about retirement or something like that, but the three are not connected. By coming here, you empower yourselves.
Yes.
To learn that, wow, you know what everything that we do is connected.
Yes.
Because this way you can be well-rounded, and then that way you can make your own decision for your future.
Okay, that's great. I'm sure that our viewers would love to learn more about how to get a hold of you. Do you have any offices here, or can we find you on the web? If you would please share with our viewers.
So we do have a local office. The address is 3130 South Rainbow Boulevard, Suite 303 in Las Vegas, Nevada, 89146. The website is going to be howmoneyworks.com/Adelina Vompania.
Thank you for that. Can I ask you some personal questions just about your lifestyle and your workflow? Okay, so any one of you two can answer this, but the first one would be, how do you decompress after a long, hard day of work, and how do you practice self-love and self-care?
She's gonna turn to me. Actually, for me, a lot of people, when they have hard working day, they try to escape. The last 5 years since I've been doing this is I love what I do. So really, I don't really need to go to decompress. I get the satisfaction helping people.
Yes.
When I leave, people's homes, or when I help a family, it is such rewarding, and it's almost like a drug to me. I want to really help them, and when you see families are in tears, when I leave them, how much I've helped their future, it is amazing. Now, for relaxation-wise, before this, I used to golf.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I was an avid golfer, but now, with doing this, really, I really enjoy what I do. So my escape is really helping people.
That's awesome. I love that answer. I feel like you are definitely a really awesome just worker bee, and you enjoy what you do, and some people use that energy and it just recycles and keeps on going. I'm learning more about that. Okay, so I guess in the past 5 years, what new beliefs, behaviors, or habits have most improved your life?
Ever since coming into the organization, I've learned to save. I've learned what my past spending habits were and how that affects my future. And so just the concept of helping others save as well. That's what I've learned the most.
Yes, that's so valuable. Extremely, extremely valuable. Thank you so much for sharing those precious nuggets. Okay, so any one of you, what realizations or approaches have helped you become better at saying no to?
Oh my goodness. And for me in the past, when I was doing, nobody taught me, but I know how to spend money. Just talking about golf, I spend really roughly, large amount of money in just to golf. But saying no to is, what I've done is I learned how to say no to those, and it has helped me to really understand that it's a learning about my own self. So my spending habits have changed. I improve in my self-improvement, and that's what I really help myself, is by saying no to other bad habits. But really, my future has really changed because the way I spend my money and the way I use that.
That's awesome. I feel like the organization has helped your family so much, and you continue to help other families as well. I really appreciate you both coming on to our show today. Thank you so much for being our special guest.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, we'd love to have you back on again. Next week, we'll have DJ CEO on our show to talk about his DJing career here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for tuning in to Lao MTV, and we'll see you next week.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify, a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 now.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Welcome back to Asian News. Asian Culture TV is proud to announce that its latest program, Music, Wine, and Roses, a romantic evening with Antonio Carnota, has recently launched. Antonio Carnota, an international performer and piano virtuoso from Galicia, Spain, entertains studio and screen audience from the Asian Culture Center. Fresh episodes premiere every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. We also wish to encourage you to visit AsianCultureDay.org for more information on how to participate and make a donation for the 2019 celebrations, which are now well underway. Asian Culture TV produces and assembles TV programs weekly, including Asian news in English and Chinese versions, original Asian content, and our featured educational classes. To learn more about these programs and have a sneak preview of all upcoming programs, visit actvus.com. And if you wish to become a proud sponsor of any of the programs or simply want to advertise your business in the channel, please call 702-979-1388. What are you waiting for? I'm Shanna Yang. Until next time.
This has been a presentation of VATV.